can start? Start. Message of fire. Homa therapy, Agnihotra Homa, heals the atmosphere, heals the world, and has been resuscitated by Kalki Avatar Param Satguru Sri Gajanan Maharaj and delivered to all corners of the world by his messenger SHREE VASANT PARANJPE. Heal water with Agnihotra fire. Heal the atmosphere with Agnihotra. Heal yourself with Agnihotra. Agnihotra totally solves the radiation problem. Even more so, Agnihotra negates the effects. Agnihotra neutralizes harmful radiation and cleanses the planet. When Agnihotra is performed, the Agnihotra smoke gathers particles of harmful radiation in the atmosphere and on a very subtle level neutralizes their radioactive effects. Nothing is destroyed, merely changed. Under polluted conditions, elements of the earth begin to change. Agnihotra is a process whereby the molecular components of elements are restructured in a form similar to which they now exist. Without Agnihotra, this restructuring cannot take place, and hence it becomes impossible for all forms of life to exist on this planet. The first thing this affects is the atmosphere. The next thing affected is the plant kingdom. And finally, there is destruction. Only way out is to perform Agnihotra Homa therapy. After Chernobyl nuclear accident in 1986, scientists in some European countries became more curious and wondered how this Agnihotra effect comes about. During the travels of SHREE VASANT to Eastern Europe, he told to the scientists that if they try to look at Agnihotra merely from the point of view of chemistry, they might not be able to make much progress. However, if they examine Agnihotra from the point of view of quantum physics, they would find a gold mine of knowledge in this ancient Vedic science of healing the atmosphere. SHREE VASANT suggested them to test Agnihotra with an oscilloscope and notice a special sound coming from the fire. It is the sound that heals. Other things are there, but key is the sound. Fire produces sound, but it also reacts to sound. The act of singing special vibrations while the Agnihotra copper pyramid fire burns creates a resonance effect which invigorates the cells of plants, leading to better reproductive cycle. Resonance plays a vital part in natural phenomena. One scientist from Eastern Europe stated, the chemical reaction which takes place when Agnihotra fire burns, mentioned in Homa therapy, are less important. Important is the radiation. We know the chemical aspects of fire. In the end, we get water, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Then there is visible light and infrared. This is the classical view today about fire. If you look into the more subtle structure of fire, you find that electrons jump from one atom to another, like a flash of lightning. And this causes some emissions on a very subtle level, which hardly fits into modern quantum theory. Agnihotra is such a simple material aid to benefit the entire life. It has been resuscitated. It is ancient Vedic science. Veda means knowledge. It has been handed down to mankind as a blueprint for harmonious and happy life on this planet. For Agnihotra, we require certain materials which are available all over the world. First thing and vital is the pyramid-shaped copper vessel. It can be only copper or gold. Gold, of course, it is out of question. It is too costly to manufacture, so we use the copper. And important are the steps and the exact shape and size. Then we have the ingredients which we burn in the pyramid are dried cow dung. Cow dung is a medicinal substance in many old ancient traditions. Even nowadays in Asia, Africa and South American countries, people are using cow dung as disinfectant. In old books of folk medicine in Europe, cow dung was mentioned to cure TB. We had cow shed treatments in Europe, for example. Then we have ghee, that is unsalted fat from cow butter. And we have a few grains of unpolished rice. It can be any rice variety, but preferably unpolished, and of course, if available, grown organic without chemicals. Very important is the exact time of sunrise and sunset in this process. For that, we have a timetable printout for the whole year. There are several definitions of sunrise and sunset, but there is only one definition which brings about this healing effect of Agnihotra. This is available also to download this program free on the internet and can be used. There are two little mantras, vibrations, required to be uttered at the exact moment to the second of sunrise and sunset. For example, in the morning, Suryaya Svaha, Suryaya Idam Namama, Prajapataye Svaha, Prajapataye Idam Namama. Why these mantras? It is said that at the time of sunrise, a flood of energy comes from the sun with such a great impact you can compare it to a shoot of a bullet. And these energies touching the coordinate of the planet where the sun appears to rise, and a subtle music accompanies this flood of energies. And the Agnihotra mantra is the quintessential sound of that flood of energy. And the fire and the energy of the pyramid are the meeting points, the mediator to bring all the energies here. They act as a switch to get the energy to our location where we are. That means we synchronize through the mantra with the energies at that moment. And the energies are distributed in an area approximately, say, a kilometer around the pyramid. The further away, the lesser the effect. But at the same time, there is an aura energy field around each blade of grass, each plant, each living organism. And these vital energies which come from the sun are absorbed by the aura energy field of the living organisms. And in that ancient Vedic knowledge, it is even stated that we take more energy at this time of sunrise or sunset that we are able to take from food during the whole day. Now we are going to demonstrate the Agnihotra at the exact original time here in Tokyo at the laboratory of Dr. Masaru Emoto. Today the sunset time is 6:48 and 06 seconds. I'll just show how we arrange the Agnihotra fire. We place one piece of cow dung to the bottom of the pyramid. This is the used pyramid, therefore it is already black. It does not look like copper anymore. Then we arrange the cow dung cakes in such a way that good airflow is guaranteed, so that the fire is catching up very nicely, because exactly at the moment of sunrise or sunset there should be a nice flame, and into the flame we give the rice after the mantra. So in such a way we can use as much cow dung as we want. The more cow dung we have and use, the more ashes we have. The ashes are very vital, very healing. We make home medicines from the ashes. We are using the ashes to make plant fertilizers, plant food, so to say, and solutions to treat trees and plants, and many more applications. Now we just add a little of this clarified butter, this ghee, to one piece of cow dung. This will be lit a few minutes before the time of sunrise and sunset. We use digital watches for that. Nowadays we have these radio controlled watches. They always go exact, up to the second exact, so there is no difficulty to catch the exact moment. Then we add also a few drops of ghee to the rice, and keeping 2 portions of rice mixed with ghee ready, because we have got these 2 little mantras, vibrations, and after each swaha of this mantra we add a little portion of rice into the fire. The rice has to be unbroken. Broken parts we remove and keep them aside. After the mantra we use the time to relax ourselves, to experience the peace brought about by the change in the atmosphere. According to the science of yoga, for example, there is a direct connection between mind, atmosphere and life energy. They call it prana. Any change in the atmosphere has a change in prana and on the mind. So if the changes are positive and beneficial, the mind will become tranquil and happy. If the changes are opposite, then we may have tension and feel uncomfortable. Now we have got 3 more minutes. I will light the fire. It is depend on the thickness of the dung. It can be 3 minutes, it can be 5 minutes if the dung is a little thicker. You don't have a fire alarm in here, huh? You have fire alarm here? No. No, because modern buildings, they sometimes have fire alarm, and if you do the fire in the room, they may start to get off, and then the firefighters are coming. At home, we always used to keep one room only for this healing fire. It will not be used for anything else, and we also keep silence in this room. We only do the mantras, the sounds in that room. After 3 months, these rooms are charged with energy that it feels like taking holidays just while sitting and entering into this room. And a lot of healing occurs. Many diseases nowadays are psychosomatic. If the mind is tranquil and happy, so many illnesses just fall away. I'm just checking again the exact second. Yeah, it is 48 minutes and 06 seconds. So we have 3 more minutes. There is a lot of information nowadays available on the web. For example, www.homa1.com is the most popular website concerning homatherapy, the wonderful healing results people experiences all over the world. Just by doing Agnihotra or intake of the ashes, results on agriculture all over the world. The newsletter is published monthly, which provides the latest activities and experiences of people all around the world. Private experiences, institutional experiences. But we are facing the problems with higher radioactivity nowadays. So the concern is now how can we help the people of Japan, for example, after this devastating accident, natural catastrophe at Fukushima. How can we help the people in Europe? They are still also facing higher contamination due to the late '86 Chernobyl accident. How can we combat these harmful effects of radiation? Experiments may not be difficult to do. This, as an expert of nuclear physics, if you see this video, if you see this process now, is very simple. Small children can learn it and do it easily. But this process works on very subtle level. It goes very deep. You as expert, you will know. So I really ask you to study this effect of Agnihotra on radioactivity for your own protection as well for the protection of the entire civilization all over this planet. Agnaye svaha, agnaye idam namama, Prajapataye svaha, Prajapataye idam namama. After the mantra, the process of Agnihotra is over. And as long as the flame is there, the energies are attracted to the pyramid. Thank you.
Thank you.